Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises and double honors due to Yahweh, Bahashim Hamashiach, wa Malak Yahweh Shai. Secondly, this is Brother Yardan, W5 Detroit, coming back at you with yet another cold cut. Today in this cold cut, we're going to be going over a few precepts on how the Lord can and will protect you in these last days, as long as you're a part of the elect, and of course, through His great mercies, right? Because the Lord doesn't have to do a damn thing, to be honest, right? But these are just a few precepts on what the Lord can do, right? And how He shews His might, all right? So this is 2 Maccabees, the 11th chapter, and the 8th verse. And it reads, "And as they were at Jerusalem, there appeared before them on horseback one in white clothing, shaking his armor of gold. Then they praised the merciful God altogether, and took heart insomuch that they were ready not only to fight with men, but with most cruel beasts, and to pierce through walls of iron." Right now, the quick background is Israel. They're not in distress, but they always pray before battle. And sometimes, their adversaries, they may be great in number, great in beasts, great in weapons, great in certain skills, right? Wherever the case is, you might find your adversaries to be somewhat stronger than you, right? However, when you have the Lord on your side, then nothing can prevail against you. Verse 9, it's like in verse 10. "Thus they marched forward in their armor, having an helper from heaven, for the Lord was merciful unto them." See that? It's all really through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? But guess what? Once you're keeping the commandments, that helps as well, because you do have to meet the Lord halfway. We can't just say, you can sin all damn day, eat pork, eat blood, eat a damn cup of blood, a pint of blood, drink a pint of blood, and say the Lord got me. You rubbing your thick belly, the Lord got me. No, you got to keep the commandments and meet Him halfway there. Best believe Judas Maccabeus, his brothers, and his soldiers was keeping the commandments, right? Because the Lord doesn't help the sinful, neither are we supposed to help the wicked and the sinful man, right? So that's how you know that he was keeping the commandments. Verse 11, "And giving charge upon their enemies like lions, they slew 11,000 footmen and 1,600 horsemen, and put all the other to flight." In other words, they got the hell out of there. That's what it means when it says He put them to flight. All right. So let's bring out another precept. Now, if you want to know what happens and what happens after that and what war is next, continue to read 2 Maccabees 11th chapter on your own time. All right. I'm here to just bring out a few precepts. Right. And two of the accounts are in Maccabees. The next one will be in 1 Maccabees, the 4th chapter. And it reads, let me see, bear with me. This is 1 Maccabees, Salakia. 1 Maccabees 3 and 24. Salakia, 2 Maccabees 5 and 4. I'll start up a little bit more. 5 and 1. "About the same time Antiochus prepared his second voyage into Egypt. Then it appeared that through all the city, for the space of almost 14 days, right, which is 2 weeks, there was seen horsemen running in the air in cloth of gold and armed with lances like bands of soldiers, and troops of horsemen in array, encountering and running one against another with shaking of shields and a multitude of pikes and drawing of swords and casting of darts and glittering of golden ornaments and harnesses of all sorts. Wherefore every man prayed that the apparition might be turned to good." Right? This is the Lord flexing His power towards the heathen. All right. Do you think Israel was scared of this and kind of just shaking their boots? And no, first of all, this isn't the first miracle, or neither is the first wonder that was wrought, right, in the eyes of Israel, right? So when these things happened, it was really a demonstration of the Lord's power and ultimately foreshadowing what will come to pass, right? Because this is also foreshadows when the Lord comes back. the chariots, the angels in their gold and their white clothing, they're going to come back mightily. You understand? And they're going to bring sore destruction to Babylon, America. All right. And we got another precept, right, of the Lord protecting and watching over you and what the Lord can do, right? We got another precept. This is 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 13. And Elijah said unto her, fear not, go and do as thou said. Oh, Salakia. This is 1 Kings 19. And 6. And he looked, and behold, there was cake baking on coals and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink and laid him down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time and touched and said, arise, eat, because the journey is too great for thee. Right? This is just simply another wonder and great miracle that the Lord brought to not all of Israel, but to a certain man that was keeping the commandments. Right? So that's the great mercies of the Heavenly Father. This is what the Lord can do for you as long as you keep the commandments to the best of your ability and you have him in your mind, right? But with that, I'm going to bid Israel Shalom. Have a mighty Sabbath, and remember the works of the Lord and how they are infinite, right? That's Romans 8th chapter, all right?